So you're all back, seated. Before we open up the presentation to questions from the audience, Nobu's been able to find a video. If you'd like to show that video. Now, all of our interpreters will have to do sight descriptions to people who are deaf and blind who cannot see. And Nobu will put it on pause from time to time. And then after the video has been shown, then Nobu will explain to us what we have seen. All right? So for those that can see, Nobu will now play the video.
Voice, what's happening?
Don't worry. Okay, the two videos that were just shown were both displaying different communication modes. Nobu will talk about the first one, which was hand on hand. So Nobu, are you able to stand up where I'm standing now in front of the two black panels so that people are able to see you?
Nobu, if you don't mind, Heather would like to join because Heather knows Braille, finger Braille.
Slowly. H.
I'm thinking.
O. I. L. O. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you very much, Nobu. Hello, my name is Carol. I'm pleased to meet the two of you. I would like to ask you, Nobu, the Japanese Braille. I've never seen anything like that before. It's fascinating. How do you feel those letters on those little dots? How high are they raised from the paper? The Japanese Braille, I've never seen it before. I'm curious. How high is it raised from the paper? How large is it? What is the size?
日本の展示はアメリカの展示よりも少し小さいです。
Japanese braille is slightly smaller than the American one.
オーストラリアの展示は見たことがないのでわかりません。
I haven't seen the Australian one, so I can't really tell in comparison.
Okay, you were saying that in Japan, the council pay for deafblind people to access the community. Is there a limit to the amount of hours that's provided to each deafblind person? I mean, my hour is different to other deafblind people in Australia, so I'm wondering. Some people in Australia only receive 5 hours per 2 weeks.
まず政府と地方自治体が半分ずつお金を出してインタープリターガイドを放浪者に派遣しています。
So first of all, how it works in Japan is that half the resources are provided, the resource and fund are provided by the national government as well as local government, and then take 50-50 responsibilities. And then they dispatch the interpreter guide to individual deaf-blind people.
How many hours per week?
1週間に2時間まで。
で、自治体によって異なるんですが、私の住んでいるところは年間に約40時間です。
It actually varies depending on where you live, depending on the local government. But where I live, it is allocation is 240 hours per year.
It is not enough. But government has no money.
And Nobu, in Australia, deaf-blind people have an iPhone, a telephone typewriter, braille typewriter. We have monitors to be able to conduct our business. What technology do deaf-blind people in Japan have?
日本でも iPhone を使ったり、コンピューターを使ったり、ブレイルコンピューターを使ったりして、メールやウェブブラウズなどをできるようにトレーニングしています。
We also utilize in Japan the devices such as iPhone, PC, and Braille PC, so that people can actually do the emailing and also do the website browsing, and they are trying to do so.
しかし、それができる盲ろう者はまだそれほど多くないですし、なかなか仕事にはつながっていきません。
Having said that, the number of those people who can use such technologies are not large, not high, and it is not directly linked to any job. So unfortunately, it is not helping much in the job for those people.
My name is Andrew. How do deaf-blind people travel around Japan? Do you take a guide with you to take a train or a bus or a boat? Do you travel alone? How do you travel?
全く見えない、聞こえない盲ろう者は通訳ガイドヘルパーと一緒に移動しています。少し見える人は自分の目を使って移動しています。 最近私のように盲導犬を使う人も出てきました。
For those who is full deaf blind, they travel with the support from the interpreter guides. But for those who has a limited vision, they do travel by themselves. And for those who has impairment of the vision, such as myself these days, there are people who started using the guide dog.
Hi Nobu, thank you for coming to Australia. I'm an Auslan student and just wondering, how long does it take to become an interpreter guide for a person in Japan?
Workshop is 8 days. Eight days.
No, only 8 days.
Only 8 days.
So they know they will learn under those 8 days training. They will learn to become an interpreter guide for deaf blind people.
手話通訳士だから、手話通訳士になるための期間だから8日間では難しいです。多分手話通訳士
でも彼女は手話通訳を習ってるんですけど、日本のその何でしたっけ、インタープリターガイドを元にやるためにはできるんですけど、インタープリターガイドっていう言葉にやっぱり語弊があると思うんですよ。インタープリターって通訳者です。
ちょっとその違いが。
Although it is called interpreter guides in Japan, I don't think it's specifically as defined as so-called interpreter. 通訳者になるための10日間のコースなんですね。
To become to interpreter guide, it's necessary 8 days. Only 8 days. So they can get the license of interpreter guide. It is not enough, but we have no name, no money.
Nobu, I'm wondering, in Japan, are there many support guides? For example, if a deaf-blind person wants to go swimming or do a triathlon or do athletics, do you have support guides that work with deaf-blind people to do those type of activities and sports?
My hobby is karate. I have a black belt.
She's 11. 11. Oh, wow.
But I do karate alone.
My no.
オリンピックに行ってればよかった。
11.
But I'm not strong. 年間240時間しかサービスを受けられないので、病院とか床屋とか買い物とか最低限のことにしか使えないです。だからあまり趣味には使えません。
Because the time that we are allocated is only 240 hours a year, it doesn't suffice for us to utilize those time to do our hobby, because we have to prioritize our necessity first, such as going to the hospital, going to the hairdresser, and going to the shopping. So it really doesn't leave much time to cover really hobbies and things like that.